What's good, peeps? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So guys, today I'm going to do something a little different, okay? Today I'm going to be doing a story time. My story time is going to be about when I was working at Papa John's in Natchez, Mississippi, y'all. Can't believe what freaking happened to me. But anyway, before I get started with this story, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Okay, but anyway, I started working at Papa John's like, it was in the year of 2016, I think. And you know, like, I was kind of like fresh out, you know, with jobs. Like, I had a couple jobs, but like, you know, I had never worked like at a pizza joint. So, you know, everything was new to me, like making a pizza, answering the phone, you know, woo da woo da woo, whatever like that. So everything was new. When I first went there, I went to do an application, but the guy, he hired me on site. So, you know, I'm like, okay, because I already had one job. I was working at Subway also. So, the guy, he hired me on site, and I came in, I think maybe like the next day, you know, to come in and work. So, you know, like, I get there. The first thing I noticed, I'm like, this mug finna be so unorganized. He didn't teach me how to do not one thing up in there. I was up in there and like basically I was lost because, you know, I'm a newbie. Like, I don't know nothing about this. I ain't never worked at a pizza, you know, a pizza place before. So I get up in there. One thing he did tell me was answering the phone. So the first day I got there, this how I was. Okay, so I answered the phone. Woo da woo da woo, you know, they gave me their order or whatever. Like, he wasn't the type that, you know, like really help you. It's just like he threw me out there and expected me to know what to do when I didn't know what to do. But it was some people up in there, it was some girls up in there that I was talking to, and like that was real sweet or whatever, and like that was helping me. So I really appreciated that because he wasn't doing what he was supposed to do, honey. But anyway, you know, as the day went by, I was supposed to get off at like maybe 3 or 2, one of them, and I ended up getting off at 6. So I'm like, how can I be here so long? You know, I supposed to been got off at like, I think it was like 3 o'clock I was supposed to get off, but I was there for so long. But anyway, my first day, nothing ever happened. So my second day came, and like I could tell like everything I do, like he was sweating it. Like I could go do anything, and I'm telling you, he would just be looking like,
have you finished those errands?
you know, like looking like, I don't know, do he think, well, I was thinking like, do he think, you know, maybe I'm trying to eat some pizza or trying to, you know, what he think I'm trying to do? Like, he just like this the whole time. So anyway, he would, like the second day he kind of like made conversation. Who I'm saying, I'm not gonna say his name. It was the manager or whatever that was over Papa John's. Like, he just would, I don't know, man. It's like he just would always be looking at me, and I'm like, dang, did I do something? But anyway, like I was saying, on the second day, he kind of communicated with me more. So my mom had came into Papa John's and she ordered something, and he told my mom, he was like, she real quiet and little stuff like that. And my mama was telling him, because I know he also made a statement and told my mom, if I don't tell her to do certain stuff, she won't do it, or she just seems so scared, or it was something like that. But my mama ended up telling him, you know, like, well, Kiara is really quiet, you know, like, if you don't really say much to her, she won't say much to you. And she was just telling him, like, some days, you know, I would come into work and I wouldn't be feeling good, but I would still come in because I knew, you know, it was that probation period. Yeah, it was a probation period, you know, so I would still be coming in. Anyway, y'all, let me sum this story up. So as days went by, I noticed him. It's like he would try to make me do some of the most weirdest things. Well, I would say they were weird because I would expect a boy to do this. One day I went to work, and like we didn't have no customers. Like, it was just super slow that day. So it was me, a guy, and another girl in there. And those are the people that I had kind of like got close with, because he had put me on like a morning shift. I think it was from 9 to 2 or either from 8 to 2, something like that. So the other people would come in at that same time. So, you know, we had kind of got close because, you know, we on the same shift. So I was up in there, you know, when we first come in, you know, like we gotta punch in, we gotta do all that whoop de whoop. So, you know, I'm like, okay, it's kind of slow in here, and everybody like huddled up, like we're in our own little herd, and he up in the front, he was in the front talking to some guy. When the other man left, the manager came back. I'm talking about he was just squalling and hollering from the top of his voice, like he had some type of temper tantrum. So I'm like, what's wrong with this dude? Like, we ain't do nothing. What could be possibly wrong with him? Because we just sitting here talking, which I know, I can see if we talking and, you know, we got some customers up in here. You know, then we got to be on our game. But like, ain't nobody up in here. You fussing and yelling and cussing for no reason. Why though? Okay, when he started giving everybody chores, I had to go clean out. It's the little thing that it's like an air vent that's onto the little piece of thing. I can't even explain it, but I had to go clean it out. So I cleaned it out or whatever. Then he told me, like, let me tell you how I knew something was wrong with him. Everybody would do all their chores and that'll be it. They wouldn't have to do nothing else. When I did my chores, he kept making me like go do other things. I'm like, why he keep making me do other stuff when ain't nobody else doing nothing? You know, everybody else just chilling. But every time I finish completing one thing, he want me to go and do something else. So after I did that, he was like, I want you to go into the bathroom and I want you to clean out the toilet, sweep the floor, and I want you to mop it. So I'm like, okay, cool, I'm gonna go do this. So yeah, let me tell you, I went and did everything that he told me to do. After that, he wanted me to stand on top of the counter. Oh, that's my dog, I'm tripping. After that, he wanted me to stand on top of the counter, and he wanted me to, I don't know, that he wanted me to change the little things. But anyway, at that time, I'm like, no, because I'm kind of afraid of heights. He wanted me to stand up on the counter, you know, to do the billboard. So I'm like, no, I'm not finna do that. He like, why? I'm like, I'm not. I'm scared of heights. Why you can't ask a guy to do it? He like, because I want you to do it. But no, in the back of my mind, I'm like,
who the hell do you think you are?
Not be talking to me like this because I'm telling you I don't want to do it because I'm scared of this right here. Like, I'm not finna stand up here and do this. I just asked him, I was like, could you ask him to do it because I'm scared of heights? He was like, no. Like, he went to raising all types of H-E-L-L, and he was just gone crazy. I'm talking about cray, straight out the bucket cray. So I didn't do it though. He got mad. So what ended up happening, I had to go to the restroom for something. And when I came out the restroom, okay, this the restroom door. And this him. When I came out the restroom, he was right here. So, you know, I jumped because, you know, it scared me. Like, what the heck you doing standing by the restroom door? So, he was just like, I had my Papa John's hat on. So he was like, come here. And you know, I'm like, come here. Back in my mind, I'm still tripping. Like, what you doing, you know, coming to the restroom? Like, why are you standing at the door while I'm up in here? So he went to jerking on my hat, talking about, come here, you got some dirt on your head. I'm like, move, you know, I'm gonna get it off. So he like, no, I'm gonna get it off. He went to pulling my hat, y'all. When I say he was pulling my hat, it's like this nigga was going crazy. Like, he was playing tug of war with my hat. Like, my head was just like this, so I pushed him. So then when I pushed him, like, I was like in a corner, like how Papa John's made. It's kind of like the restroom, like in a corner. So when I moved, he moved just like that. Like, it was just like this. And you know, like in the back of my mind, like, what the freak is going on? Like, what's wrong with this man? Why is he even doing this? But anyway, I had yelled out. I told him, I said, stop. And he got mad. Like, it was like I had burnt him with a light bulb or something like that. Like, he just, it was a different side of him that I had never seen. So, I don't know, did my other friends or whatever in the store hear me? Because they never came out. But when I went on the outside, well, not the outside literally, but when I got from around the corner, you know, or back around to the register, he was like, you can clock out.
And
I can clock out.
Oh, say less.
So I told him, I was like, okay, I'll clock out then. Cause you know, I'm like, I'm out of breath. I was kind of scared, cause I'm like, what the heck is this man doing standing by the restroom door? But let me tell you this, another thing that he used to do too. I forgot to include these. When I used to get off of work, he used to follow me to my car. He started doing it, and I asked him one day, I was like, you know, do you need to ask me something, or do you need to tell me something, because you keep following me to my car? And he was just like, would I go out on a date with him? And you know, I'm like, no, I'm not. I can't go out on a date with you. And he was like, don't nobody have to know, you know, stuff like that. But anyway, back to the story. He was like, I can clock out. I said, okay. I clocked out and I left. Everybody else was still there. I ended up leaving. He told me to go. So I'm like, okay, which I didn't care about going. Cause you know, at this point, I'm like, what the freak? Like, what are you trying to do? Like, but anyway, when I clocked out, you know, I go and I tell my mom and dad, I'm like, something happened today at work. So I started explaining, you know, everything to them about what happened. So mom and dad are like, they don't play that. My mom and dad are like, you know what? And they was like, you don't have to go back to work there. Which I knew I didn't have to. I just wanted to work those jobs because I really needed the money. Because I had just got another ATV. Like, and I just really needed the money. And I wanted to have like some extra spending money anyway. But that was like, you don't have to go back there, but he will see me. So I had texted him. Cause he used to, let me tell you this too. He used to always text me and I would never reply to him. But I texted him and I told him, I was like, I quit. I say, I'll bring you your shirt and stuff in the morning. And I knew it was the wrong way to do things because I, you know, figured like, maybe I should do like a 2-week notice, or maybe I should, you know, just go in and talk to him and then let him know I quit. But like, I was so mad at the moment. I was like furious. I'm like, what the freak did he, I mean, like, what was in your mind? Like, you know, what was going on in your mind to let you know to pull my cap and to hold me hostage in a doggone corner? What made you feel like that was okay? But I don't know, was he used to doing stuff like that, or was he just trying to see what I was gonna do? I don't know, but I wasn't going. Like, I wasn't going. But anyway, he had texted me. No, he didn't text me back. So the next day, I'm lying, he did text me back. He was like, that's not professional or something like that. And I told him, it's not professional to be holding me hostage in a doggone corner and pulling on my head and stuff like that. That's not professional. But he never did reply after that. So the next day, something came up with my dad and he wasn't able to go. But my mama and my sister ended up going down there. And I turned my shirt in and, you know, that was it. But moral of the story is, please pay attention to your surroundings, because people out here, they really crazy. That was one incident that scared me, and I was just like, you know, I'm finna start paying attention. If I see somebody doing some crazy around me, I'm not finna sit here and let it keep going on. If I see them looking at me, I'm gonna start asking questions. Cause you never know what was going on in his mind. I don't know. He probably wanted me to just be his girlfriend. But he had a weird way of showing that he wanted me to be his girlfriend. Because the way that he was doing it, no. So like I said, I don't know, was he used to doing little stuff like that? Which he was. And the reason how I know is because his brother was very sweet. He was a sweetheart. And I seen him in Dollar General. He was working in Dollar General maybe about a month or two ago. And he noticed me. I didn't notice him because I was looking one way. He noticed me. He was at the register working. And he was like, excuse me. And he said, Kiara. And I looked back and I'm like, hey, how you doing? So we ended up talking. It's crazy because he fired his brother, y'all. He fired his brother. His brother ended up telling me why he fired him. And then he ended up asking me what happened. He said because people was wondering why did I stop coming. So I ended up telling him the story. And guess freaking what, y'all? He did it to somebody else. He did it to another young lady. He did it to another young lady. That's all I'm gonna say. But I tell you what, don't let me catch you on the street, homeboy. I'm just playing. I'm just playing, but you know, we live and we learn. But anyway, that's my story. If y'all want me to do any more story times, let me know. Before I leave, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Peace!